sexualize male nipples. Why not? Let's turn this shit over here.
Okay, so last week we recorded. You okay?
Continue.
What was that?
I swallowed too much.
Your garbage beer that you bought? That stuff's terrible.
You don't like Modelo? Modelo's
No, it tastes like skunk beer.
Modelo, like people hear that you have Modelo, I'm like, ooh, you got Modelo?
I don't know why, because it's not good.
I like it.
I drank a lot of it, but
the second it starts to get a little bit warmed up, you're just like, this is literally just monkey piss.
It tastes like skunk beer, like, the whole time.
I think if it's still cold, especially if you put a little bit of salt in it, it's delicious.
Beer should not. You should not have to put stuff in beer to make it better. Like, you shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't. No. I just have such a low, like, tolerance for any kind of alcohol.
I can't.
I mean, as you could see by the gin that I drink.
Such a low tolerance. You mean your homemade gin?
My homemade disgusting gin that
so
I still look at.
I didn't even try it, but I could tell it was nasty.
Well,
someone who drinks on
I'm
the
going to
reg,
have to get you to try that later.
Someone who drinks on the reg thinks it's that gross.
But I also drink on the reg.
That's what I'm saying. If you think it's gross, someone who doesn't drink on the reg is going to think it's gross.
If I drink it and I say this is disgusting by my standards, then it's probably disgusting.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad.
Because I'll drink, like, room temperature beer and be like, I mean, it's not good, but I'll drink it.
Oh, I'll drink room temperature beer, no problem.
Like lukewarm beer.
Yeah.
I'll
chug it down real quick.
Yeah, it's like...
I mean,
I just want to specify that you're just like, delicious.
I'm not going to sip on it, no. I'll chug it real quick because I ain't wasting it. But the only beer I'll waste is after a long night of drinking, I feel like I need one more beer. And then I take a couple drinks and I'm like, yep, I don't need this beer. Then it'll sit there the rest of the night and I'll pour it out in the morning.
I feel like I sit down at my computer like on a gaming night and I'll be like, all right, I'm going to like drink and play some games and I'll drink like a quarter of a beer. And then I'll just get tired immediately. I'm just like,
see, I'm like the opposite. Time. If I sit down and game and drink beer, I end up drinking more than I should. Because like I'm playing a game, so I'm not paying attention to how much I'm actually drinking.
Yeah, it's like 50-50 for me on whether or not like I'm actually going to either get completely plastered or if I'm just going to like sip on a Jack and Coke and be like, oh, bedtime.
My problem with beer is if I drink it too slow, I get tired.
Yes.
But if I drink it too fast, then it's game over. So, anyway, before your coughing fit happened, I completely hijacked what I was going to talk about.
What were you going to talk about?
So last week we recorded what's the word I'm looking for? A different time than we normally do.
Well, yes and no.
Well, different day.
Yeah, a completely different day.
Yeah.
Due to scheduling. I wouldn't say scheduling error, but due to just like events.
Yeah, because me and my wife flew to Alabama Friday. And it was fun. This is the first time I'd flown since I was like 10. So...
Oh yeah, how was the flight, by the way?
It was good. Those seats are a lot smaller than I remember. But I was also 10, so...
Yeah.
They might be the same size.
Probably not. I'm pretty sure they've gone smaller.
But I remember we were getting ready to take off, and I was watching out the window the whole time. And then as soon as we started getting up off the ground, I was like, all right, gotta close the window. Because I'm terrified of heights. So, like, when I saw us leaving the ground, I was like, oh, I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling at all.
It's weird. That's my favorite feeling is when you take off and when you land. Like, the vibration just, like, I don't know, it gives me goosebumps.
I don't know. I kept opening the window even though, like, I didn't want to see, but I did want to see.
It's like a car crash.
Yeah. Like, I was like, I can't not look at it. But, no, the flight was good. We went from here to North Carolina. And in North Carolina, we met our friends that we met on TikTok, which was really cool. We took a shot in the airport. Some Crown Royal.
Did I tell you my absinthe story in LAX?
Yeah.
Yeah, where like when I was in Japan, absinthe is still legal, so I was drinking absinthe in Japan. And then the second I land in America, I land at LAX. And I'm sitting there, and the first thing I do is I sit down at a bar. I'm like, do you guys have a glass of absinthe? And they're like, that's illegal. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm in a different country.
So, yeah, we go from North Carolina to Pensacola, Florida after that. So I actually visited Florida, which I've never done before, so that was cool.
Well, you didn't leave the airport.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to drive to Alabama.
That's right, yeah. You didn't have, like, a connector from Florida to Alabama.
No.
Yeah.
No, we went from Tulsa to...
How was the weather in Pensacola?
It was warm. It was like 75, between 75 and 80. But, like, we were right there on the ocean. So, like, it felt really good.
Yeah, because if I remember the location of Pensacola, it's like you're not in the... What is that considered? Is that considered a panhandle?
Yeah.
So you're not in that. You're literally, like, right next to... Is that Alabama right next to it?
Yeah.
It's like right next to Alabama, like in that little small area underneath Alabama. Actually.
From Pensacola to where we were staying at, it was an hour drive.
Yeah, it's not far away.
But,
yeah, I must be biased about Pensacola just from, like military experience because I remember Pensacola of like you walking outside and it's like almost cuttable, like humidity. Where it's just like, all right, here's my block of water out of the air.
It wasn't that bad.
Well, I was also there in like the heat of summer.
Yeah, that's true.
Not in November.
But Pensacola at night, because we landed about 8:30 or so. So we got it felt like I was in the ghetto.
Yeah, I mean,
it was
really
not pretty.
Yeah,
I was not expecting
outside of the military bases, it's not a good place to be.
And so we're driving, and we get to the Floribama border, and it's like a whole new world when you get there. Like, it is so nice, like these giant hotels, and it's just like, wow. So we got to the hotel, put all our stuff up, and we met someone in the Tulsa airport that was going to the same place we were going, and she let us know that she was going to the Floribama bar at like 9:30 or 10 or whatever. So we got to the hotel, put our stuff up, and we went to the Floribama bar. And we got... I couldn't get that drunk because I had to drive us back to the hotel.
Yeah.
But it was fun. We were there until like 2 in the morning. Something like that. It was fun.
Last time I was out till 2 in the morning, I had lost my military ID.
Like, I'm pretty sure from Friday until Sunday morning, we were pretty much drunk the entire time. And so Saturday we woke up, we went to the beach. No, I take that back. We went to the beach for a little while. No, I take that back. We went out for breakfast. Then we went to Walmart to go get some stuff.
All right.
We bought some beer. Why my camera's frozen again?
Sexualized male nipples, why not? Let's turn this shit over here. Here we go.
Okay. And then we got into Alabama, and it was like super nice. So we had some people ask us to go to the bar with them. So we dropped our stuff off at the hotel, went to the Floribama bar, stayed there till like 2 a.m., and I didn't get drunk. I felt good, but I didn't get drunk because I drove us back to the hotel. And then we got up at like 6:30 the next morning, went out to go get some breakfast. We went and got some stuff from like Walmart because we didn't want to use like their shampoo and conditioner or whatever. Or we just got the essentials that we needed. And then we went to the liquor store, which I was surprised was open that early in the morning.
It's Florida.
Yeah. And
well, actually,
no,
it was Alabama.
And we bought a 4-pack of what's called unicorn farts. It's beer. I have no idea how it tastes.
Is it like an IPA or is it just regular beer?
I don't know, but we never drank it.
I wouldn't either.
No, a whole plan was, it was supposed to be like a sour type beer, but we never got around to drinking it at all. Like, we put it in the fridge, never opened it. And then we went out to the beach and hung out there for a little while, which was super cool. Like, I've never been to that part of the beach. Like, I've been to the West Coast because we lived out there.
Yeah.
But I've never been to the East Coast. I guess this is more like the Gulf of Mexico, but still on the east. And it was really nice. So we stayed out there for a little while, and then I was like, okay, it's almost noon. We got to get to the place that we're going to, it's called Owa. It's like an amusement park.
Okay.
And that's where they're having like a Friendsgiving type thing for like everybody on TikTok. Like everybody, anyone could, it was like an open invitation for everybody. And we got there, we went and got lunch. And they had these drinks called a shark attack. And I was like, ooh, I kind of want to try it. So we got it. And the lady comes out and she's like, I'm not good at telling stories, but so there was some people swimming in the ocean, and then it was like she had a little shark figurine. Like, it was like this long.
Dude, what she doing like in the Shark King?
Yeah, she was holding the glass, and she was like, and then a shark attacked and did this and poured all this red stuff into the drink and like made it turn red. I was like, oh, this is so cool. So I drank that, and it was super good. And I was like, I'm really just happy I got a shark out of this. Like,
you got the toy shark?
Yeah, they gave me the shark.
That's
they
awesome.
They literally like put it in the drink. Like, it was super cool.
That's awesome.
And then so we were like, oh, they had a different one, something called whale. Like, I can't remember what the drink was called, but she brought it out and it had a whale figure in the drink. I was like, and it was the same. It was like this big. Like, it was the same size. So I left that place. I left that place drunk and with 2 fish.
Hell yeah!
I know. I was, and then they had another one called. It was like the scorpion something, or like I can't remember what the other one was. But like, if you were able to take the shot, or I can't remember what the stipulation was, but you got like a T-shirt. But I couldn't do that. I wasn't allowed to do that one. I spent like $80-something on food and alcohol there, so I was like, I was cut off.
Yeah, I can't say anything. Because I go to bars by myself, I usually end up spending like $500 by the end of the
Holy
night.
crap! Yeah.
Then walking away, be like, I need to take a break. That's why I don't go to bars very often. Because when I do, I party.
You're right.
I party hard. That's why I was laughing when you were talking about like how bad the area looked outside Pensacola. Because when I was in Pensacola, right outside of the front gates of the base was a strip club. Like, literally directly across the street from the front gate. And every single day they had, like, not every day, I think it was, like, once a week, they had, like, a new special guest. Like a porn star.
Like glitter showed up. Oh, a porn star.
Yeah, like a porn star would show up and dance. And you're just like, oh. And there was a couple of names where you're just like, I know that name. I shouldn't know that name, but I know that name.
I know that name.
Yeah, I remember the area just kind of being shitty, but I really didn't leave the base too much because at the time I was still new in the Marine Corps, so we didn't have much authorization.
Right.
But the beaches were amazing. I mean, we would go out there and be like wading in the water with our like deep sea fishing poles and just trying to catch something. Usually trying to catch a shark, but we usually didn't.
So when we got done at Owa, we went back to the hotel, and some people took naps. I went live on TikTok and was like having fun. And then we went back to the Floribama bar. But this time we Ubered. Because I was like, I'm getting drunk.
Yeah, you're not stopping me this time.
And we made a couple videos while we were there. We got drunk. We Ubered back like, this is probably like 12:30 this time. We got back, and there was these girls, like, right next door, like, right next to the room next to us, and they were drunk, too. And they were asking us if we'd been drinking. We were like, yeah, and they were like, oh, they were talking and stuff, and you could tell they were, like, gone. And I made a joke. I was like, if you hear any noises next door, just ignore them. And the girl goes, I mean, if we hear some noises, we might come participate. I was like, nope.
No.
Nope. Not
I am
happening.
a married man with kids. You back up.
Not happening. Sorry.
Not playing those games today.
So we went to bed, and the next morning we got all of our stuff loaded up, went back to the airport, and flew on home. But it was
I'm
cool.
sure that was
it
the
was
best
cool
part of the
meeting
trip.
people that I've been talking to on TikTok for a while. Like, it was really cool meeting them and stuff. And it was a fun trip. And not something I ever thought I would do, because I don't typically just get up and fly off somewhere. So it was really cool. But yeah, that was what I did over the weekend. It was a lot of fun.
I wish I could
Think
say
you could top that?
What did I do over the
I should have had
weekend?
you go first, dang it.
I slept a lot.
Ooh, yeah.
Did a lot of sleeping. That's pretty much it.
I'm pretty sure I was just
Nothing exciting happened for me.
I'm pretty sure I was just slightly intoxicated for like 48 straight hours.
So there's this thing that I want to start doing. So I've been decently sedentary just because, I go to work, I come home, I play around with like software for this, I look up stories, and I basically cook and sleep. That's like my normal day. And if I want to, I like go find some wood to cut up for like firewood.
Yeah.
But so I don't live like a super exciting life. And I've been thinking, I was like, well, I want to get out and I want to see like some weird shit. Like, I want to see some, like, something that I can show other people. Something
Right.
that people will be like, oh, I can't believe he did that. So I've been hearing stories of this app called Randonautica.
I've heard of it.
So this app, basically you put in what you want to find. So you put in like, I want to find happiness. I want to find something abandoned. I want to find hope. I want to find depression. Like, you could look up anything, and it'll give you coordinates, and then you go to those coordinates. So I'm thinking that on like my personal channel, or maybe even on this channel.
No, I think we should do it on this.
Yeah, on this channel, I'm thinking about testing out that app like at least once. I don't want to do it, honestly. Like, I'm kind of scared to try it because I've watched like the videos of people being sent to some weird places, and I'll be honest, I don't know our locale very well, honestly.
There was a story of these girls using one, and they got a location, and it sent them to a beach, and they found a suitcase, and inside the suitcase was a dead body.
See, and I hear stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
It's not even like always things that crazy. It'll be like, I'm looking for the color red, and people will be driving and they'll pass it'll be like the color orange. They'll pass one traffic cone by itself, like in the middle of the road. They'll pass one orange canned Monster, or like an orange canned drink on the side, like a crushed can.
Yeah.
And then they'll find like one thing of spray paint somewhere that's the color orange, and they're like, how did you find that for me? Like, there is so many weird things. I really
You think it could just be a lot of coincidence?
you think that, but there's hundreds of or thousands of videos that like prove that these people are just like, oh hey, I mean, for all we know, it could be easily staged. Be like, oh, I'm looking for the color orange. They give me a coordinate. Let's place these things here. I mean, it could be that.
Be easy, yeah.
I like to think that it's not. Of
Well,
course,
everyone would like to
my
think.
my logical brain is telling me like, oh hey, like staged. This is stupid. But like the part of my primitive part of my brain is just like, I'm intrigued,
Yeah,
and I
wanna find out
want
what's
to
going
do
on.
this.
Yeah.
So I wanna look up like abandoned places within the locale and see if I can
Sure, there's
like
a lot.
put on my GoPro and
The only problem
check
is
it
you're going to
out.
run into is a lot of it is probably
Private property.
So it's going to be that's going to be your difficulty. running
Legal
into that.
restraint dog. Well, I don't think it'll.
Please don't put anything illegal on our page.
See, I don't.
I'm just going to say
I don't
that
know
right
if
now.
Randonautica stops you from going onto somebody else's property.
Well, I know. That's why you have to do your due diligence to know what
that's-
is private property.
I'm not going to do anything that's I'm not going to do anything that's illegal. I was about to say super illegal. I'm not going to do anything that's
We'll
illegal.
do light illegal stuff, but not super illegal.
Oh, no, I'm
we
gonna
won't
do
do
federal
anything
crime.
illegal at all.
No. They
I
will.
looked the wrong way. I was looking over here when I need to look there.
Yeah, I will not trespass on other people's property. I'll make sure that the land is not owned, or at least no one's looking for it.
He's gonna make sure it's the land of the free.
It's definitely not going to be the home of the bird. It's going to be me in there, and I'm going to be shitting my pants. I'm not going to... It's one of those things where, like, you want to do it because you want to, like, push your boundaries and you want to, like, be scared. But at the same time, you're like, I don't want to do it because I know I'm going to be terrified the entire time. But I really can't wait to do it. And at the same time, I just want to get over with. And if I can get that first one done, then I'll be a lot more comfortable doing it the second time.
I might do it. I might try it.
I really want to. I want to get into like some kind of ghost hunting. Like I want to go to a place.
I don't know if I'll go that far, but
I want to go that far to where, like, I want to go to a place where, like, it hasn't been verified that it's haunted, but it's been verified that, like, I guess people have, like, heard weird stuff, or, like, somebody's died in this house, and I want to go in, because I've been watching way too many paranormal videos. I've been watching way too many ghost videos on YouTube.
I used to, but now that my wife's scared of that stuff, I don't watch it anymore.
It's like I use it to fall asleep now. I'll be sitting there in bed, and I'll just...
You and me are two different people. I fall asleep to Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And I fall asleep to people screaming in terror when they see something peek out of the doorway.
I used to fall asleep to, like, Destination Truth and, like, Ghost Hunters. I used to fall asleep to that. But now...
Well, see, but that's like the...
But it's not because I'm scared. It's because my wife does not want that on in the background while she's trying to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, but also that's like the light stuff. That's kind of stuff would be like, oh, I heard a knock. Oh, a piece of paper fell. I'm talking about, like, people being like, oh, I had a knife thrown at me. I'm just like, yeah, I could sleep with that.
Speaking of weird stuff, not yesterday, Wednesday night, we came home. And there was a car parked outside of our house. And I was like, oh, what? So I get out. I walk to the back of the truck. And I'm just standing there staring at this vehicle, like trying to figure out if someone's going to get out. And no one ever did. And then, so we went inside. Well, I came inside first because, I had to make sure I was safe because I'm the man of the house. I got to be the first one to die. So
yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah,
that's what it boils down to. But yeah, it was like, I don't know what it was. Like, the car just left, and I don't even remember it leaving. So,
do you mean like it was in like the like?
No, it wasn't in the driveway. It was part.
All right. Speaking of weird, I have disturbing videos that I have seen over the years. And you're unaware of these videos.
Yeah.
All you've seen are a couple of the thumbnails. And I want to see how you feel about these videos. These have definitely not benefited my life in any way whatsoever.
Probably gonna see me jump.
If
I hit the camera, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
These videos are nightmare fuel, 100%. Like, these videos, you're just like, I can't believe I still think about this 9 years later. Actually, yeah, that's pretty accurate because it's 2009 when this was made.
So, yeah, like 11 years
So,
later.
let's start off with the first one called I Feel Fantastic.
Okay, she looks weird.
She's a robot.
Well, I figured. Okay. She's raising her arm. She's turning her palm up and down. Okay. I don't know. I have no idea what's about to happen here. She's rotating her wrist. You guys can see that. I don't know why I'm saying it. Was she seen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why am I, like, tearing up from this? This, like, makes me so uncomfortable.
This is really weird.
God, those fucking eyes.
What am I watching here? Does it get better than this? What the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the lightest one, by the way, that I know
I
of.
figured you wouldn't just...
I wouldn't come out swinging.
You should have, but...
This is one of the ones that make me the most uncomfortable.
What in the world?
Yeah. Yeah. This is it's a weird one.
Oh, okay. Why do we have the forest view?
Okay, so there's...
Was that it? Like, it was just weird?
Virtually, yeah, that's basically
Okay,
it.
so it was just
So
really weird. That was really
there was almost no backstory to this. What people think is that a man was so obsessed with a woman that looked like this that he killed her and then made a robot in her resemblance that would sing. And then that view of the
Is that
forest...
where he buried her?
That's basically the creepypasta of what they think actually happened.
Creepypasta?
You know what a creepypasta is, right?
No.
Creepypasta is basically
Sounds delicious.
it's basically a fan-made horror story.
Okay.
So basically, a bunch of people that saw this either made up the story or made the assumption that this man was so obsessed with this woman he made a creation of her, killed her, buried her, and then made this song.
I believe that people are weird. People are
So
really need to get cushions for these chairs.
yeah, if we're gonna be sitting
not-
on for so long,
They're
here,
not comfortable.
really aren't. All right, so that was the first one.
And that was very weird.
Yeah, that one was just unsettling. I guess all these are gonna be unsettling. This one is gonna be another one that's gonna make me like a little bit like teary-eyed because it's just blatantly, it's just unsettling. It's just.
Teary-eyed.
So this one is a, I guess, kind of counts as a religious one. Let's see here.
How long is this?
1 minute.
Okay. What the? Okay. I have no idea what's happening right now. What? What? Okay. She's back. Face not even wet. Now, what
That's-
did she say?
So she just said there is nothing backwards.
Oh, okay.
So that's it's, I believe it was a artist's rendition of like them dying and then saying that there's nothing in the afterlife. So they that's the whole fire in the background. They're sitting there, they die, they come back and say there is nothing.
Oh. Well, I mean, how they know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a
You
thing,
don't
but
actually
like,
come back when you're dead.
well, yeah. I could probably say that like about 9 out of 10 scientists probably say that you probably don't come back when you're dead.
Yeah, there's always that one.
There's always that
Thinks he knows
one
everything.
asshole.
Always
It's like
thinks
you
he knows
shouldn't floss your teeth. I don't like that toothpaste.
4 out of 5 recommended.
Yeah, it's always that one
That
asshole.
one's like, nah, it's not great.
All right, I think I remember this one. This is what is that, Miss Shea? And if I remember properly, this one's just ugh. Well, all these are just ugh.
Oh, God.
Are you still doing that hand thing? I heard you're doing that hand thing today. God, what is that?
What the?
Hey, what is it? Hood. I do this 24/7. So you've been doing the hand thing all day because you were. Jordan told me you hadn't been doing it on his sleeping bag earlier.
You've taken us down a weird path in this. Podcast. How high were you when you watched these?
I watched this years ago.
That's not answering my question.
I was very sober.
I'm so uncomfortable.
What is that?
It's the point.
What is it?
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
Stop doing the thing. What is it?
I don't even know. I don't even know what to think. This is so bizarre.
You should see the other videos involving
That was so weird.
Miss Shay. So I don't remember if this was.
I feel so uncomfortable right now.
I don't remember if this was verified or not, but I think she was like either like a horrible burn victim that like lost limbs. So she does everything with like doll face, prosthetic hands and everything. Like everything. And there was a lot of like more disturbing ones of like her like trying to ride like a bicycle and everything. It's either that or she's just horribly disfigured and then covers herself up and then makes videos based off of that. Yeah, so that's again, tip of the iceberg of the creepy videos. If you guys want to see more of them, just go on YouTube, look up Miss Shay. Last one was I Feel Fantastic, or the dining room, There Is Nothing. Then we have, where is it? Creepy Horses, 2 horses. I don't know what this is where I get to where I don't know what's going on. This might be new to me.
Who are you? What are you doing here and where are my horses?
What the?
I don't like that.
Oh gosh. No, that's when you just shut it and leave. Yep, you just shut it. Oh god. Ugh. I don't like this.
I don't.
I don't like this. I will say, production-wise, this is the best one.
Well, I mean, it's clearly just wearing a mask because you can clearly see their lips
Yeah.
inside of there.
Yeah. So uncomfortable.
Is this the basis of a weird porno?
No.
Am I right?
Oh no. Put it down. Run away. Yeah, they're horses, bro. They're gonna run.
Please don't get on all fours. Do not get on all fours.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
What?
That was so weird.
That was the creepiest one so far. Just like not even animation, just artistic value.
The production, though.
Yeah. Oh,
Production-wise, that was the best put together video.
Jesse Preston only has 1.26 subscribers. I say only, we have 17. That's pretty small for like, someone who got 502,000 views on this.
We're like nothing.
All right, so those were a couple of creepy videos. I want to do more of those, but I want to do them on a later date when I have a lot better selection to do.
If you can pick
from.
one that doesn't have people in coffins, that'd be great.
Well, now that I know you don't like it. Pretty sure there's a couple of them where it's like peers.
Yeah, I just don't want to see dead bodies. Like, I'm just not.
Or like someone getting exploded by jumping off a bridge, and then before he hits the gravel, he gets hit with a semi. You guys want us to talk about it, send us those photos in the email. I'll make sure that it gets directed directly to him.
So,
That stuff.
we've been doing news stories, and we're changing it up a bit. We're just gonna do the headlines. We found some headlines that a little obscure. So we're just gonna share that. So my first one here says, Black Leopard mauls Florida man who paid $150 to have full contact experience. Like, you got what you paid for, bro.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I'd ask more about it, but it's just.
I don't know anything more about it.
Yeah,
I didn't read it.
It's just the headline. Mitt Romney says consequences of lame duck period could be more severe than delayed transition.
Okay. All right.
I have nothing to go along with it.
Massachusetts man plants Christmas trees in potholes. I do know the story on that one.
Okay. Silence is not an option. Black to the future.
Black to the future?
Black to the future.
No. Apparent decapitated body on Florida shore was a store mannequin.
I feel like I know that story. I think I know that story.
I mean, that's pretty much the story.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Explanatory story. Manhunt underway for convicted felon nicknamed Psycho after skeletal remains of 3 people found.
Yeah, well, someone needs to get him.
I'm glad he was nicknamed Psycho.
Yeah. You think that was like a self-nickname or someone nicknamed him that? Like he was
I feel like that's
call
not
me
a
Psycho.
I feel like that's not a nickname. You're just a psycho.
Like it's just your title.
Yeah, I mean that's your medical diagnosis now. You're a psycho.
Just a psychopath, yeah. New Hampshire authorities seize alligator from home. You wouldn't think they'd be up in New Hampshire.
You wouldn't think so.
Because they're more like, you'd think they'd be more like towards like the swampy areas. Like warmer climates. New Hampshire doesn't seem like a warm place to me.
No, I'd say it's not as if I've been there, but
I mean, it's the north,
knowing its location.
it's the northeast. So
Yeah, knowing its
I think
location,
it
can be. CNN remained silent after star Tubin was caught masturbating.
Tube? Oh, like he plays the tuba. Okay, I was like, what's a tuba?
No, his name is Tubin.
Oh, his name's
T-O-O.
Tubin?
Yeah,
Are you sure? Or he
I mean,
plays
it's
the tuba?
capitalized Toobin.
Oh, okay. So it's not a tuba.
I'm pretty sure if it was like someone who played the tuba, it'd be like a tubist.
Tubin.
Tubin. Well, he was masturbating.
Yeah, maybe.
Stroking the tube.
I think he was using the tuba. Robot wolves protect Japanese town from bears.
Say robot wolf.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. The saying "you are what you eat" may soon become a lot more literal.
I'm gonna start eating $1 million. No, I wouldn't. Why would I do that? I would have $1 million.
You'd already have $1 million. We're gonna
We're
start eating a much more successful human being.
Deer crashes through window into Indiana classroom.
Okay. Elite Australian troops unlawfully killed 39 Afghan civilians. Report allegedly.
Wait, read that again?
Elite Australian troops unlawfully killed 39 Afghan civilians.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, it's not something crazy. It is something crazy, but it's not something that's just like, oh, I wonder what the story is.
Woman, 102, dubbed world's oldest living curling player.
Moths love sipping the salty tears of sleeping birds.
I don't even know what to say about that.
I know the story of that one. That one's just weird.
Alligator hangs out on South Carolina porch for over an hour. He was hoping to get him some peach tea.
Peach tea. Pack of wild dogs that killed Florida man remain on the loose.
Okay. Massive coral reef taller than the Empire State Building found off Australian coast. It's a big old reef.
That's a big reef. Matthew McConaughey on whether he plans to run for Texas governor.
All right.
I mean, I'll take it. I don't even live there.
We had old Arnold in California.
Yeah. And look what he did. What did he do? I don't know anything he did.
I don't know anything about the California stuff. Do you have another one, or was that your last one? You said you had another one.
I have one more. I mean, it's not interesting. It's just Key West will require everyone to wear a mask and can fine anyone who doesn't wear one up to $500.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of money for not wearing. Because I assume it's going to be like at all times, so that probably means like even if you're walking like down the streets, like, oh, you're not wearing a mask. Like, there's no one else on the street except for you, asshole.
Like, just wear. Just wear the thing, guys. Come
If
on.
you are going to be in the vicinity of other people or in objects that other people are going to be touching, just wear a mask.
If you cannot socially distance, put your mask on.
Yes.
Like, it's really that
I don't like that people forget that it's spreadable through you touching yourself, touching something else, and then someone touching that thing. Would you just shut out when I said touch yourself?
Yeah. Please don't do that before you go anywhere that you're going to be touching items. Don't touch yourself.
Unless you're clan. I mean,
No.
if you've been tested,
Don't touch
tested, do whatever the hell you want with yourself.
No, just don't touch yourself before you go in public.
Fair. Just
Or
be
take a
considerate.
shower when you're done.
Just don't be an asshole. No, honestly, just be
I
a decent
you're-
human
I
being.
think you're missing the point of what I'm saying. Don't touch yourself before you go in public.
Let me do it for you.